Hi, Anthony. What are you doing? Huh? What you doing? Everyday train tracks. Hey guys, how are you doing today? I am here to talk about sensory processing disorder once again. So before we go any further, subscribe, hit like, and don't forget to hit the notification button, okay guys? So I wanted to touch bases with you. I didn't get a whole lot of feedback. I was really hoping that I could really start a discussion and get everybody to kind of, jump into it, and let's talk about, is your child an avoider, a seeker, what works for you at home, what doesn't work for you at home. I really, really wanted everybody to kind of jump in and give me some feedback. I haven't heard much. I'm hoping that as time goes by, maybe somebody will take the plunge and go ahead and start discussing it with me. Over the weekend, I had all intentions of showing you guys how Anthony's a seeker, so I wanted to show you. Hey guys, so we just had a pretty severe overstimulation. Anthony running and screaming all over the house, climbing the walls, and just going crazy. So I went to YouTube on my little Roku stick, put in relaxing soundscape music. This is what I put on as I laid him here on the couch, which you can't see because it's dark, so there's no point. But as you see, if it comes in clear, there we go guys. As you see, it's just nice, relaxing, picturesque view with the nice music. And while this was going on, I turned all the lights off except for my little twinkle lights up there, and I did joint compressions and massaged him. We have to get a new Wahlburger brush, we're out, but I wanted to share with you guys one little bit of tidbit of just what works for us here at home every now and then. Actually, this puts me to sleep. So in the midst of all that, I went and found the lavender oil, and I put a drop behind each pressure point, behind his ear, on his wrist, and on his big toe. I rubbed it in. So it took about 20 minutes, but he's nice and calm. He's in his room. He's not jumping all over. And thanks to me. Woo! In my quick thinking, man, guys, this would put me to sleep. This is kind of cool. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys. But this company came and we met a very amazing woman. She was a great occupational therapist who happened to work at a neurologist office first and then became an occupational therapist. And how she explained Anthony's situation to me was really unique. First, before I tell you how she explained things to me, let me just tell you that for years prior at another company, we were told to throw Anthony, run with Anthony, get him a sit and spin him around, jump him, do whatever we could with him, give him whatever input, give him a crash pad, let him go, go, go. We were told to give him all that because that's what he was craving and that's what he needed. So Anthony was getting nowhere. He wasn't talking. He wasn't using his pecs correctly. He wasn't attempting to speak. He wasn't communicating. And it was just meltdowns constantly because he couldn't communicate. And I just crawled into a hole most days. But after going to this new company, having Kids Developmental come out to us and having this amazing occupational therapist come out and talk to us, she explained to me that Anthony, his body just was not stopping. Even though he was sitting still, his body was not stopping. He was still going. And so the worst thing I could ever do was spin him, jump him, throw him, get him a sit and spin, swing him all around, do all these things because he was already still going and he could not stop. So how she explained it to me is if you have, Tigger from Winnie the Pooh jumping and bouncing all over the place, in order to get Tigger to calm down and focus and realize what's going on, or smell the flowers, you know, and the grass, you have to calm them down. So what we learned is when you have a seeker, you have to, sensory wise, you have to give them calming sensory activities. So for him, that was the massages and the essential oils and the very relaxing music and the joint compressions and the Wahlburger brush and the low lights and anything calming. And it literally, I'm going to say within 4 days, Anthony started talking. Within 2 weeks, I had a whole new child and I cried. So this is something that a lot of parents aren't told. It's not an understanding. Not every occupational therapist out there actually gets sensory processing disorder. So, and there's also, my child needs more of a sensory integration than occupational therapy. You also need to understand that a lot of occupational therapists out there are geared towards the motor skills part and haven't quite understood or grasped the sensory processing disorder part of the whole situation. And when I mean that, that's where the sensory integration comes into play. And that's something that even me as a mom, I still haven't done enough studying on it, but I know and I am well aware after going through 3 different occupational therapists and finding the right one that changed our entire life, I now can say there is a huge difference on an occupational therapist sitting down to teach your child how to write correctly, or that occupational therapist is going to sit down and try to calm your child or get your child desensitized to certain things to help them sit down and write correctly. So these are major discussions and major things that as parents we probably need to learn or we need to discuss about. And maybe if it clicks with you at home, you might get an understanding of, hey, you know what? I was told to do this with my child and I'm not getting anywhere. Maybe this is why. So this is what helped for us at home, and you know, some of the things that it's important for you guys to know. I'm not a therapist. I did take a few classes, but I am by all means not certified. I only know because I'm one of those parents that sat in every day with my child for every therapy session, and I was hands-on, and I had my therapist or Anthony's therapist teach me how to help Anthony better, because that's my goal. That's all of our goals as parents, is to help our kids to have better enriched lives, to help them become young adults, young teenagers, young adults, and for them to recognize what their needs are and for them to be happy. And the only way we can help them be happy is if we learn what makes them tick and what makes them feel better. And that's what I want to do. So that's what we did. So I'm not going to do a whole lot of every day, this is what we're doing in our home kind of vlogs, because my life is boring, guys. I'm not doing anything great and interesting. I do have a volunteer parent meeting up at the school tonight at 6, so I am going to be doing that. You guys don't want to go for that, but today's vlog, like I said, was just to kind of tell you guys what happened over the weekend, kind of tell you what was going on. I am going to try my best to show you guys. But I hope just by sitting down and chatting with you for a few minutes today that you guys have a little bit of a better understanding of what I am doing at home with him. And I think next vlog, I will show you guys how we do heavy lifting. We're going to use the medicine ball. Also, if I haven't mentioned before, this little handy disc has this little side that has these little prongs on it, I guess. And then this side just has little bumps. I use this to press onto Anthony's back and his legs and his arms, also to calm him down when I'm doing massaging. And for some reason, he loves it. This one is from Apple Round. So it's pretty amazing. It was $19 and happens to be the best thing. I think from another company, they're called Dizzy Disc. And they're really meant for your child to sit on them cross-legged or whatever and be able to move around. But Anthony refuses to do that. He would prefer for me to put this on him for, I guess, compression. And he likes that. So anyway, guys, It was great chit-chatting with you today. Please let me know. I'm still waiting. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what works for you at home. What are you doing at home? There's another channel, Guiding Autism, I think is what it is. She has a daughter who has autism, and she has some cute fidget toys on there too that I will find the link and leave that for you guys below if you want to go check her out. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.